Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the world on GeoGuessr. One region, one state, one territory, one area, one county, one oblast, whatever you call the first level of subdivision of the countries on planet Earth. And, when I do this on GeoGuessr, I do this, one of these areas at a time. And hopefully to have some fun while doing so, and seeing places I've never been to and probably will never go to, and try to score a perfect game of 25,000 points in whatever region I'm playing at any given time on GeoGuessr. That means 5 rounds of 5,000 points each, within 25 meters on each location. And, if I succeed in doing so, you won't see this area again in the series. If I fail in doing so, it might feature again at a later date. There's a big might there. So today we are going, for the first time, we're going into the Philippines. We're going into an area that doesn't exist anymore. It's sort of truth and sort of lie. But yeah, we're going into the Canlurang Visayas, or the Western Visayas. So the Visayas are sort of these islands in sort of middle Philippines, as far as I understand. And the Western Visayas ceased to exist in June 2024, or rather in the shape you see it here. So, but this is the shape that is still on Google Maps. So basically what's been happening in the Philippines is that they've been playing a lot of take this, have that, passing on bits and bobs between regions for several years. And let's see if we can get a straight and narrow of this. So there's like several bits here that were the Western Visayas back in 1972 when it was first made. And then Palawan over here was cut out of it in 2005, and then in 2015 they decided that this western half of the Negros Island should be merged together with the eastern part into one separate province. That was countermanded 2 years later in 2017. So then this Western Visayas region again was restored. But then in 2024 they went back again, and they merged these two regions into the Negros region. So the Western Visayas is now actually just this on what island is this again? On the anyways, so this island, and which is the it's the Panay Island. There we go. So this and this island here. I'm sorry for all the rambling. So anyway, this is what the region currently is, but for geoguessing purposes, at least when it comes to the script I've been able to make, this is the Western Visayas. So it's not the current map, but it is sort of the state of 2 years back. Confused? Well, maybe you will be even furthermore when we play this thing. Well, I should publish this thing. That's probably a good idea. So let's head into this map. And I haven't played the Philippines an awful lot, I have to say that. But my general impression is that it is somewhat easier to play than like Vietnam or Indonesia, even though it does feature a lot of sort of similar terrain, and anyway, you will be able to find a link to this particular game in the description of the video, so you can play along with me if you like. Let's see if you can beat my score here. So yeah, having a bit to drink while I'm playing. So let's see. So yeah, the big advantage of the Philippines versus a lot of other Asian countries is, of course, the you can read the alphabet if you are a European or Western European like me. So And B, the information is often easier to suss out. So we are in Talisayan in Anini-i, Anini-i, or however they would say it. It's Talisayan. But I don't see any roads in this area. So what does that tell us? And Anini-i, or yi, y, is this whole area here. But what's this BRGY? Probably not Bargy. So I guess we could be over here, but more likely in this area, I guess. Lee sub B, and then Talisayan. Okay, right. So Talisayan is probably a general name for this area in Anini. Okay, so here we was south, we got north. What else do we have? We have a sort of a town or a village in this area. We're looking straight north. I mean, we could be here. Let's see, we got Lily's Food House and FYE Hardware and Construction Supplies. Let's see. Just for the heck of it, can we see Lily's Food House here anywhere? There's a church. Now, of course, we could be facing the same challenge as we get in, quite often get in Indonesia, where the names of villages or communes or municipalities are, oh, hang on, what is that BRGY? I need to figure that out. So Sagua is down here. Ah, this is where we are. And we're outside Lily's Food House. Nice. I like a good start. Well, actually, we are not quite outside Lily's. Let's see. Is Lily's the one that's down here? Yes. Okay, so we are north of that. So we have this building. Is this the Lala store or is that the Lala store? Let's see now. Okay, so we got carport thingy. Then got a house on the road, which must be that one. And then we have this thing, which must be this one. We were standing here, so we ought to be here. Just gonna do a little check to see whether that little bit of a road is there. The houses do disappear in from the road. And that must be the Lala store, I guess. And let's see, that little road into the side should be that thing over there. Let's just make sure. Well, it wasn't. But I think we still have enough information to go by. So I think that should be good. Right? Can't be that far off. I'm gonna go with that. Nice. Okay. Always pays to make sure. Okay. I was about to say we're in a town, and then turn around and go, well, you might want to work on your definition of a town, although it could, of course, be on the outskirts of one. Let's see what it says here. Frozen products. Okay, so we are on Iloilo, by Iloilo, rather. And Lanag, Santa Barbara. Okay, let's see if we can find Santa Barbara. There's Santa Barbara. Now we need to find BRGY. That's going to bug me until I find out what that means. So Lanag is over here. If that is that Lanag. Well, it could be. Kind of feels a little weird, but let's just place it down there for now. Just going to have a little look around Santa Barbara and see if there is Lanag around here as well. Ooh. Could well be, you know. We've got the Iloilo International Airport. That seems a little far out, but you never know with these places. Okay, so our direction is north-ish. Let's see, do we have... there's no sign of buildings there, but we're not necessarily here. That's the thing. That's Lanang Leon. I think I'm looking in the wrong place. I have a very strong feeling that I might be. But let's go on a little bit. See if we can catch anything. But yeah, going northwards probably isn't the best idea. That takes us away from the ocean. It takes us away from Iloilo City. So we just have to rely on the information along the road, but it doesn't seem like we're going to hit any major roads anytime soon here. But it sort of gives off a vibe of being on the outskirts of something. And then, of course, the question is, what's something? And it's fairly straight northeastwards, northeast. But yeah, doesn't seem like this road is going to yield me anything before long. At least going in this direction. Or rather, oh, here we go. Zone 6. Well, that's an interesting one. And I have no idea where that might be. But at least this is a place we can put down a marker. Let's see, northwest, southeast. Yeah, let's put down a checkpoint and go southeast. Zone 6, that was an interesting one. That's something I would expect to see in other places. Arroyo Street, Santa Barbara. Okay, let's Arroyo Street. Turned. How does this work? But yeah, the direction is all wrong. Huh. What have I done? Whoa. Am I all the way down here? That actually makes a heck of a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. So can we find this intersection? Oh wait, I wasn't going to go northeast, I was going to go south again. Wow, talk about barking up the wrong tree. Totally. Here's the intersection. Yep. Right. Okay, so I was way, way, way off. But now we should have a decent chance of finding this. So I should be here. And we have something called the Gina store up here. And Gina is probably one or two houses further up. This looks like it could be the Gina store. This one quite likely. Yeah, that is on the right. I think I got it now. That one took a long time. Yeah, this ought to be right. Ooh, I'm glad I caught that misreading of the compass. That was a bad one. Okay, one sip and then we go on. Well, between two bends. Not impossible. It will be a bit interesting to see if that ruin over there, or that tumble down shack, shows anywhere. Okay, so we got people on bikes, or motorbikes, so we know at least that this area is populated. We don't know whether we're on Panay or Guimaras or on Negros, but we shall see. Southeast, I think that's a good direction. What are we growing here? Sugarcane? Or? Agriculture is, at least when it comes to growing of crops, is not a strong point of mine. Or at least identifying crops by just the grasses and leaves. Okay. So we got some minor businesses along the road. And as in Indonesia and elsewhere, there will be lots of signs telling you about the dangers of smoking underneath the ad banners. Yeah, making banners is quite the industry in these countries, and if you want a banner made, commission one from this area of the world. You'll have plenty of them for a fairly small sum. Okay, we've got the Indai Queen Star Sari Sari store. Okay. Oh, wait, was there something I missed on that sign by the... Oh, we got the Batwinga Bridge. Ooh. Okay. Kamankalan Junction, Salong Tapi, the Kongogon, Kogon, Tayan Road. That was a lot of information at once. The Bantayan Road. Bingo. That's in Ireland. Bantayan Road. Can't see anything called Bantayan right off the bat. Let's just check on Negros as well. Don't really fancy doing one of these. I'll just... Oh, here's Bantayan. Okay. Barangay, of course. That's the BRGY. Let's see, Kamankalan Junction. Yes. Okay, all right. So this is the right. So the Kamankalan Road, that actually runs for quite some distance, all the way here from Kamankalan City. Okay, so we're crossing a river. Is this it? No, we are on the Batutinga Bridge. So it's going to be probably not here. And that's the Bantayan Road. Batotinga Bridge 1, but we're in Batotinga Bridge 3. In Dakpan. Here's the Batotinga Bridge 3. Okay. So that's where we are. And we weren't quite at the Batotinga Bridge 1. But we must have been fairly close. Right? So could that be like literally just around the corner? No, we got to be over here now, right? Did I actually miss the Batotinga 1 bridge? Because now I think we're here. Let's see now, there should be a road going up to the side here soon. And there is. Yep, and we got Magbalo Elementary School. Yeah, we got Magbayo. Right. So how did I miss that bridge in the first place? So, does that mean we're here then? Oh, that's going to be an evil one to find. But I think that is the spot. In that case, we do have this ruin of a shack here to the northeast. Should place us about there, if I'm right. You can see if we go around that bend, yes, and then we're going straight into the village. Look the other way. And then we are around this bend and then going around that one. How did I miss the first bridge? Was it that small? Let's see, going around this bend. Ah, yeah, here it is. Well, it actually did have the sign. So yeah, we are somewhat closer to this bend than to that bend. And then there's that shack up here. Let's see now. Yeah, we're definitely closer to this bend. So that can't be too bad, can it? I mean, if it was northeast, then it would be like so. Northeast. Can't be far off, can I? I'm not. Thank goodness me. That bend might be my savior here, because this is going to be... That's a rare thing for me to say, because I absolutely loathe and hate bends. Been my nemesis for so many games. And then we have this little road gone up to the side. Interesting looking place. Very dense. But kind of looking a little upscale. Okay, Nuestra Señora de Salvación Chapelle. Okay, that doesn't help me. City Councillor in something Action. That could mean action for all I know. Yeah, we're gonna... Hang on, what did it say on this thing? PVT. Okay, now we'll go northeast. Now this was definitely a more affluent area. We got Laundry World. Right. And these people are flaunting that very concept of having a laundry next door. But yeah, so far we've been... Oh, here we might have what I'm looking for. Except that we don't. Let that dice store. But what do we have here? Ooh, that was hard to read. Maharlika Nation. What is that? Pursuant to blah 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 blah. Oh, jeebus. That's what the actual? Yeah, no, but look at this. So they're referring to something that has a file number or something that goes. Yeah, it's done up. It's just something in the Philippine Constitution. Look at that. That is an absolutely ridiculously long reference. How do people ever get anything done? Oh, God. As mandated by the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, articles, blah, blah, and have the right to recognition, observance, and enforcement of treaties. This is under the guidance of self-governance, and it is acknowledged by the international customary law. Right. Okay, so we have an indigenous people of some sort living here, the Maharlika, a divine universal bank. It can't be bark, as I was about to read it. The Roxas city Capiz. Okay, let's see. Can we see Roxas anywhere? Rojas, possibly. No, I don't see any Roxas. Oh, there it is. Okay. This could be the Merling store. I'm fairly convinced that it is. Yes. Okay, so we come up this road, didn't we? Oh my word. At least I think we did. Let's see now. So this was literally in the literal middle of nowhere. So I have a look in northwest. Means we're either down here or down here. This makes more sense. Let's see if we go northwest. How far northwest do we have to go? I think we have to go quite some ways. West, northwest. And, oh, okay. So we went a different direction. Could we be down here? Well, that kind of makes evil sense. We can see we got a highway. Let's see what we got here. Ace store and Vera. Yes. Okay. So have a look at southeast. That means we're here. Somewhere. I'm looking northwest, and I'm almost on this bend here. Right. Well, what do you know? I should have gone the opposite way. Now, the problem is I cannot see these houses. But I have... Let's see. Yeah, there is a little squiggle in the road here. So it should be about here. Because the road bends Ever so slightly to the southeast here. And then we get this bend down here. Ah, yes, and then there was this road here. That's that one. Right. I can't be too far wrong with this. I just can't. Ooh, jeez. Oh, man. Ooh, all that work. Almost wasted it. No. Well, there goes the 25k. Of course it does in the final round. Okay, we got very flat ground here. Okay, well, let's not quite display it. Is that a building or is it water? It's water. So do we have the ocean? Or is it just a river? That was an interesting one. Westwards. It's interesting that all the locations have been on Panay until now. Okay, we got the... No, wait a minute. We did have one location here. Bantayang. So here we got the Banawang Beriang Bridge. Okay, the Banawang Beriang. Limit. Well, fair enough. But, oh, yeah, there wasn't any additional information there, but there are plenty of things to go by. Here's a gas station. Those usually show up on the map readily. Poblacion. Poblacion, that was up here. So we got Poblacion Norte. The problem was that there was several poblacions. So we're not necessarily there. So we've got east, west. No, definitely not. But we could be out by the sea. Then we got Poblacion Sur. I wonder what this is, the south one or this is the north one, but they are completely opposite in the location. So it could be on the Western Nautical Highway. What does it say over here? Oh. Negros Occidental. Association of San Enrique. That was a twist I wasn't ready for. Okay. Fair enough. Tai Banawang San Enrique. Okay, then we need to find San Enrique. And Tai Banawang. And San Enrique. Here's San Enrique. And then we need Banawang and Tai. What direction was this water into the south? Kind of suggests that we're over here somewhere. That was Poblacion. Banawang Bridge, what do you know? Question is, are we if we are here, I'm dead. If I'm lucky, I'm here. And it seems I'm Now I'm on this bit. Let's see, one more time back to where we started. There's a tiny bend here. Oh no, is it that one? Ooh. Well, there's a tiny bend over there. To the south. Oh, that's got to be all of these, right? And then the bridge. No, here comes the bridge. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. And that's the gas station, which is here. So right now we're there. And now we're here. And we've got houses below us here. And then in the distance we have a bend, which doesn't really show on the map, which is an absolute, not outrage, but it is. Well, let's see. Okay, let's try do some counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Gotta be this. Then we got to be about there, I think. 21. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got to be these houses. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're starting the bridge. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 to the petrol station. So that's 18. From there to wherever. 18 to there. I said it was 21. Let's see. So 18, double that. That should put us about there. 21 should put us about here. And I think that's about as accurate as I can get it. Which will probably be 150 meters away, but we'll see. 61. Oh well. Yeah, I was a little short. I kind of expected that. Annoying. But it was still a good game. It was still a good game. It did. I kind of enjoyed that, even though that one took way longer than I thought. If I'd only gone in the opposite direction, then that would have taken a lot less time. Look at that. So I actually went all... Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to do that, but okay. That's what it is. So, yeah, that is it for this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space. And, well, I hope you'll join me for the next episode, wherever that will be from, and when it's back up. Or not back up, but when it's up. So until then, bye-bye.